Okay, the last thing that we're going to take a look at for getting the tablet and the phone to work just kind of in their basic way without the acrylic enclosure is something called pinning. So I don't have the phone connected to the tablet right now because it's not important for this. But when you are actually doing your training or your testing with your animals, you can imagine that they are going to be doing all kinds of unpredictable things with the screen, you know, holding down or swiping all over the place. And you know, over time, it's pretty likely eventually they're going to swipe from an edge and it's going to bring up those controls like that. And early on when we were using SMARTA, we didn't know about pinning, and so eventually an animal would get that to come up, and then they would get to the home screen, and then obviously that messes up the whole session. So the way you can avoid that is by turning on pinning and then pinning the SMARTA app. So here's how you turn on pinning. Go to your settings again. And in settings, go to security. And again, this will look different depending on what type of tablet you have, but it'll be something like this. You go to security, and then there's a setting that will say screen pin, it might say pinning, or it'll be something like that. You want to turn that on. So in this particular tablet, there's a little switch here I turn on, and now pinning is an option. So you have to first do this on your tablet to make pinning even up here. Okay, so once you have the pinning option turned on in security, what you want to do is start SMARTA again. And the way you pin it, so it's not pinned yet, okay? So again, if the animals start swiping, they're going to bring things up. What you want to do is bring up this recent screen where you can like switch between apps. And again, it's going to look different depending on your version of your tablet. But if I pull this like this, you'll see this little pin icon in the corner of the app for SMARTA. If you hit that, like so, it's going to ask you, do you want to pin this? So you can only use this app. You hit yes. Now, this SMARTA app is pinned, and no matter what you do, you can't get out. Even if I tap on the home screen button, you can see it's saying to unpin, touch and hold back and recent buttons. Right? So if animals accidentally bring up some of these controls and start doing this, they can't get out of SMARTA, which is obviously what you want. So if you do want to get out of pinning, like when you're done with your testing session, as you can see from the little hint there, it says you hold the back and recent buttons. So this is recent and this is back. So you hold those. And then it will say a screen unpinned or something like that. And now you can get out of the app. So every time you use SMARTA to either do training or testing, after you get everything connected, you're going to want to pin the SMARTA app on the tablet. Obviously it's not important on the phone because, you know, the researcher's holding the phone, not the animal. So that's how pinning works.